Alright, and we're back. Welcome back, my friends. Thank you for standing by. And welcome back to Batman. This is a continuing first playthrough. I think I've worked on this for 4 nights. I've gotten a bit further each night, but I'm really struggling. This is a very, very difficult game. It's kind of a cool game. It's kind of a frustrating game. But we're going to see what happens with it tonight. Might be just a touch loud for me. Have you ever played a Fatal Frame game? Then again, I can't say they're exactly family friendly. I haven't played one of those, but I own several of them. So there's something I would like to do on the stream at some point. We, you know, it's a pretty family-friendly stream, but I will play an M-rated game sometimes. You know, we played Dark Souls, we played Doom 64. It's been a few others. I think it's on the lower end of the M rating. All the more better. I can't wait for Frownie to make it to Sekiro. Welcome back. We're on episode 3442, and we're on the second boss. Am I that bad at games? We shall see. Which would you consider more M-rated, Dark Souls or Doom 64? Oh, definitely Dark Souls. I wouldn't say bad. I would say that you do a tad extra adventuring. That's my favorite aspect of video games, the adventure. No. I was literally sitting here thinking he's about to rush me, and then I did nothing to get out of the way. Shock and surprise, it wasn't a giant robot. Harley was inside all along. Adventure is my favorite aspect, too. Naturally. Sekiro isn't too hard from what I've seen so far. I'd almost argue that Dark Souls is harder due to less dodging options. But we all know that Dark Souls is a joke already. What's a dodge? How do you do that? You may beat it, but at what cost? Hey, Defiant Salem, welcome in. I saw somebody compare Red Hood to Raphael, and I'm like, if Jason had been compared to any other turtle, I'd have to ask Game Reviewer, is everything okay at home? I'm afraid, I'm lacking the knowledge to reflect upon that. I mean, they're both red, so, right? Nice, we got the one up. That's all I wanted. I don't care about any of these other items. I didn't know which one was the one up, but thank goodness. Bogus. Leave me alone. When an evil Superman got really angry, he punched reality and everyone came back to life. Comics are wild. No, I really need hearts. Thank goodness. I was hoping I'd get my health back. Hey, I got some health back. If you ever see a picture of Superman without his top on and an S carved into his chest, that's him. That's Superboy Prime. Very evil, anyway. I would say that seems a bit more intimidating than the regular design. I'm doing really badly. Please give me my health back. I just noticed you're playing a Batman game. That we are. I got 3 volcano brownies from Domino's today. Right on. There's a guy at my gym who's always wearing a Superman shirt. I call him Superman. I wonder if this shirt gives him power. I have a very specific Superman shirt. It has the S on it, but it's the version from my favorite DC comic ever, Kingdom Come from '96. I know the look of that Superman. I haven't read the comic, but I'm familiar with it. The black S is around the S. Very striking look, very cool. I like that. I like that style. I imagine that has to be taken from the Max Fleischer cartoons, right? Because that's got the same black and red S design. I liked those cartoons a lot as a kid. I don't remember them super well, but except for the one about the mad scientist. That's the one I saw the most. Super balloon attack. It's because he lost so much in the prologue. That's what the emblem stands for, but I think it's a parallel tribute to Fleischer. I scrolled up and saw the conga command. I remember that. Statcat says. The Atari Smurf game was not a terrible time. Felt like he was coming for me. No. Oh. Bogus. So many of his moves are unreadable. Could be here for another 50 minutes. Barring unforeseen interruptions, hopefully I'll at least be able to keep you company the rest of the time. He's not even doing the bomb attack. Where's the bomb attack? There it is, at the very end, when he was completely out of health. I believe we have been upside down long enough, even including the time I was away on the BRB. I feel robbed. That should have been a no death pass through that level. Hey, Dynamite, welcome in. Do I know where I'm at? I'm in trouble is where I'm at. I'm gonna be time traveling from winter to fall. Oh, it finally got cold. The high was 50 today. I looked up next week. I don't think it's supposed to get above 54. Thank goodness. Finally some good weather. No, I didn't want to switch to blue. $29 where you are? I mean, you're always gonna have me. You're always gonna have me beat if we're like comparing low temperatures. I couldn't quite make it up to Alaska myself. Not that I wouldn't. Not that I wouldn't love the weather there. It just was not meant to be. I know I'll never be old. I never talk about the weather. Dynamite says. Hey, Baron Mats, welcome in. I'm gonna lose a life, and I did. It's a shame. If I just could have eliminated that guy a little bit quicker, I don't think I would have lost the life. I would have been able to hang on to it against one of these, but not against two. How goes Batman and Robin? Pretty good. I'm doing all right so far. I feel like the first, basically up until the Mad Hatter stage, I feel fairly competent at. I've been consistently making it there, and then it just kind of all nosedives. Installed a Bluetooth OBD2 onboard dash, maybe? Reader? Amount of data your car has on tap is amazing. I'm very old-fashioned with my cars. With my car, I'm not. I have very little interest or use for a lot of like the more advanced features that they can have and all the like sort of tech stuff they can do. Like really a CD player is about the height of luxury for me inside of a car. But I'm one of those, like, if I'm driving to a new place, I drive in silence. So even that is sometimes too much. We'll see how it goes. I don't expect to beat it anyway. Thought you were done with this game? No way, dude alert. I'm far from done with this one. We'll probably be working on this for a few more weeks. Oh, hey, we have a raid coming in. Very nice. That's the standard used for all cars since '96 for diagnostics and data pulling. The word Bluetooth made it sound to me like it was something new. I don't know anything about cars, so you know, the more I talk about it, the more I'll just reveal unending wells of ignorance. Captain Jax, thank you so much for the raid. Great to have you with us. Let me get this shout out typed. I think if I use the @ symbol, it should still work and save me some typing. Victory! What were you doing in the retro channel, my friend? It says you crushed it. Mora, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. I was thinking about going up to a guy who owned a Lamborghini and saying nice Hot Wheels, but I prefer Tonka myself. What's your Frownie? What's your favorite? What's your favorite car manufacturer? Matchbox. Trying to grind through Friday the 13th on NES. Oh my! I understand that game to be quite the challenge. Thank you for the shout out. No problem, my friend. If you'd like to add another excellent retro stream to your follow list, my friends, avail yourself of that link while we sit here and chat a little bit. Mazen says, well, my smileys and frownies, I think I'm going to head out and try for another nap again so I don't fall apart before the big day on Wednesday. See you around. Hey, thank you for stopping in, Mazen. Sorry having trouble sleeping. But I am happy that you joined us. I hope that you are able to get some sleep, and I hope that your quest for Castlevania: The Adventure History goes well on Wednesday. Especially blind with no walkthroughs. It's rough, yeah, but that's the way to do it, though. That's the way to play. I just beat this over a month ago. It's brutal game here. So I'm trying to beat it for the first time. I've been working on it for a couple weeks. I've only been playing it about once a week. So and I think I've had 4 nights with it. I get a little further every night. But I think I'm a long way off from the end. It is. You are not lying. It is brutal. It is brutal, this game. Uh-oh. Went back to the gym for like the first time in 3 months due to injuries. Expected to be weak and nothing, but still benched 315 for reps, which made my day, Dynamite says. Right on. I gotta maybe not look away from the screen so much. Dynamite can bench us. Doing pretty badly. Doing pretty badly on the stage. Doing horribly. I might be slipping here into a position of unwinnability. What does it take to get somebody to drop a heart? I'm doomed. Absolutely doomed. There's all the hearts when I don't need them. I don't know what it is, but oh. I do know what it is. Probably. So I was thinking, wow, this is really dark in the capture. This is really dark. The plane in this level, the bat plane. I'm just gonna make everything look worse. Make it all look washed out and terrible. I was confused because I thought it was green, and then when I was scrubbing through some of my footage, it was, I noticed for the first time it was black, and I thought, oh, that's weird. I guess it shows up differently in the capture than it does on my CRT. Because I distinctly remembered it being green, and now I was looking at it and I was like, oh, it is black. I wonder why I saw it as green before. Maybe some wires crossed in my brain. It's probably because it's green when you play as Robin. It's not that the same plane is changing color. It's that you fly different planes depending on what character you pick. Yeah, I didn't piece that together though, and I just thought something was wrong in my brain. But yeah, I think that's it. Pokemon's enjoying Detective Pikachu. Right on. Yeah, I don't think 99% dialogue, 1% point and click. I don't think I would endure that game very well. Back to eating 6 times a day and everything that comes with that life. Share my Instagram, I'm guessing. Yeah, so the link would be blocked in the chat, Dynamite, but there's drop it in the promotions channel in the Discord server if you want to do that. And people should be able to find it and check it out through there. This is very sad. This is the first time in a long while I'm not going to make it to the Mad Hatter stage. Alright, I don't think I can clear this stage from a continue, so I'm just gonna let our credits wear down and restart. We'll get to check out that green plane. Hey, Cooler, welcome in. Yeah, that stage is brutal. I want to help so bad, but do you really? Wouldn't it be rewarding? Wouldn't it be like more fulfilling to come along on a journey where I eventually figure it out on my own? To enjoy the entire learning process without cheats and shortcuts. Yes, but I haven't got 3 weeks. I think 3 weeks is a pretty optimistic, estimate. We have stepped this up, though. We're actually going to do it twice this week. I finally cleared some of the games off the schedule, so we can do we can double up on what's left. Feels good. All right, we wiped out Wario Land and Time Tunnel, so now we've just got, you know, we've got the Halloween stuff every night, but we've just got, for our regular games, this, Tears of the Kingdom, and Jump King. It's all stuff that's going to take me ages to beat. No, I missed so many of those hearts. No! Oh, come on. I'm so terrible at this game. I absolutely should not be losing lives on this level. And yet here we are. Why don't we do a reset? I don't want to just keep playing the first part of the game again and again, but... It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to continue from an attempt that's already doomed. There wasn't even anything in those trash cans. What a scam. Oh, I missed that comment. Do co-op and then yelling at the other person for being bad is legal. Despawn. Oh. No, no. That's not the way that's supposed to go. Alright, that's good. Limited continues makes life rough, but I don't necessarily hate a game with limited continues. Especially if a game isn't terribly long to begin with. Fingers crossed. Oh no, I forgot about this phase. Why am I doing so bad? Why am I doing so bad? Oh my goodness. One hit away from the grave. Sometimes... Oh, yuck. I feel like I left off in the middle of the sentence, but I don't remember what I was going to say. Oh, I think I was going to say about the Harley Quinn fight there. Like, sometimes I can do that damageless, and then other times I'm just a complete disaster. Well, it's this one. Once you truly, really get the feel for Super Ghouls and Ghosts, did it seem not that hard? I mean, it doesn't really feel all that hard to me anymore. But, I mean, I've played it so much. If I'm going through just playing it however, just with the, like, basically just with the knife the whole time, then it's really not that bad. I tend to only struggle with it now when I give extra challenges to myself. If I force myself to use the garbage weapons, then I really struggle with it. But outside of that, and the last fight with the bracelet, the real last fight, not the fake last fight. I don't really have all that bad of a time. Oh. This boss is crazily inconsistent. Like, it's just unbelievable. He has so many different moves, and like he just pulls randomly from this huge moveset, so I never know what he's gonna do. He's very difficult to learn. Onward. That's where you are with this game, because now that you have the feel for it, it doesn't feel hard anymore. I mean, you know, a lot of games are kind of like that, right? Contra and Castlevania, like those are games like I struggled to clear them for a while, but after playing them enough and learning the game and learning the feel for them, then I can pick them up and like I have no doubts about being able to clear those games anytime I pick them up, and like sometimes I can even do it, without losing a life. That's part of what I like about games that have limited continues, though. One of the things I really like about them is that frequently means that I'm not going to first try the game, and I'm going to have to spend some time with it, and I'm going to replay all of the earlier levels again and again and again. And so, like, then, like, all the, like, practice and grinding to get good at the game is built into the first playthrough, and then by the time I clear it, I'm usually good enough at the game that I can turn around and do it again right away. And then if I wanted to do something like, like work on a challenge run, then I've gotten all of the worst practice out of the way just because I was forced to by the limited continues, right? Like Battletoads, which I haven't really done a proper challenge run of, but like, after I beat Battletoads for the first time, I turned around and played it immediately. Same stream, one more time, and I cleared it in a single credit the second time. Even though the first one was just by the skin of my teeth. No, it was too far. Uh-oh. Are we done? Might have to get a good chair for bigger people, Salem says. They can withstand 325 pounds sitting on it for hours on end. Hey, look, it's the green bat plane. Dynamite says, I think Castlevania and Contra can be mastered in a week. Well, yeah, I mean, these are definitely, this is definitely harder than those games, but it would take longer for this, definitely. But the same principle applies, like. Contra, I actually beat for the first time the very first night I played it. Castlevania as well, but that wasn't on the stream. I played that ages ago. Contra, I'm a very late comer to that one. Definitely took me more than a week to get the Deathless run, though. Not that I was playing it every day, but that took a while. Battletoads would be more comparable to this, I feel like. Battletoads is a real monster of a game. That was a beast to overcome. But it doesn't really feel so bad to me now. Like, unless I put the game down for a while. Like, I get rusty at it, of course, but... Even then, I set it down for like 3 months or so, and then we played it on the stream, and it only took me 2 tries to clear it. Kind of an ugly clear, though. I'd like to get back in shape for a better one. I think if I ever finish a game early one night, we'll throw on Battletoads. Probably unlikely to happen with the current lineup. Maybe if I do a bonus stream, it'll be all Battletoads. Maybe I show up on Saturday or something weird. Hearts. That wasn't very many hearts. Oh, take a moment to breathe. After the Joker level, there's no safe time to comment anymore. Hey Jay, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Yo OG. Yo OJ, welcome in. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I'm getting brutalized by this game. This game is rough. I feel like it would be... Sometimes I feel like it would be easier to put on a costume and go out and try to be Batman in real life. Do it, be Batman. And welcome Emperor 70. If I did, I could never tell you. Please stop flying into every obstacle. I'm really good at crashing into the enemies and avoiding the hearts. Those are like my two big skills. If those were reversed, I'd be unstoppable at this game. Doing all right. Hope you've been well. I'm doing good, Jay. I'm doing good. I was trying to subscribe with Prime for you, but I get back to the login screen every time, so I gave up. Well, that's unfortunate to hear, but I appreciate the thought at least. Nonetheless, thank you. Yeah, thank you for trying, Dynamite. I hereby allow you to borrow my Batman powers until you beat the game. In other words, here's $1 billion. That would be useful. This is one of those games where, like... it kicks you when you're down. You know, like mini games do, I guess. But, like... If you're not... The game is so much easier when you're not losing lives. Because when you lose a life, like... Your projectile power-up gets downgraded. And so, like, if you're in a tight spot where you're losing lives, then, like, you really can't afford a power downgrade at that time, and yet, that's exactly what you get. So a bad spot just gets worse, and it just compounds in this game. Misery adds to misery. Games like that are always rough. So, like, the more you know the game, and the better you can do at it, the easier it gets. Just because of like the mechanics of the game make it easier, and not just your raw talent and experience, but a lot of games are like that, but you feel it in some more than others, I think. You know, Super Ghouls and Ghosts is a great example of that, because when you're better at the game, you hang on to your gold armor for longer, and then you have the ability to cast magic. But, like, as soon as you take that hit, like, losing your dragons that's rough. In the later game, having your bracelet powered down. agonizing. I know one of those missiles has a life. Will drop it. Can drop an extra life, but I never seem to get the right one. Hey, Dark Ocean. Welcome in, my friend. Had a question. Let me fix the audio here real quick. There we go. You said you beat Echo the Dolphin on Game Boy Advance. Yes, Jay, we did. I beat it. So I've beaten that game on the Genesis and the Game Boy Advance now. So two versions knocked out. I think there's a Game Gear version and the Sega CD version to clear. And then I think that makes all of the... I think that makes all of them. Echo's been ported over to a couple other things in collections, but I think it's just identical to the Genesis game. I want to clear every unique version of it. Or, you know, every significantly different version of it. But like I think there's a collection on the Xbox that has Echo included in it, but it would just be the Genesis game. So, why didn't you use the password to the stomach every time when trying to redo the last boss, and did welcome to the machine every time? So, I actually did use the password for the stomach, Jay, every night when I started it again. When I left off and came back to it, I used the password for the stomach every time. But no, I didn't want to reset the game and keep putting the password in, because that just would have felt kind of cheap to me. I wanted to do it the hard way, and yeah, maximum suffering. To reset it and keep plugging the password in, I mean, that would have felt just kind of like using a save state in a way. I thought I should get the most out of the experience. But I did put in the password for the stomach at the start of every night. That hope was there. Yes, this and the Super Ghouls and Ghosts analogs to shmups. Yeah, you can't afford any mistakes to preserve your power levels. Yeah. Yeah, and I guess a lot of shmups are like that too, where it's the better you do, the easier the game is made for you. To a degree. How goes Batman? Batman's going rough, Derek. It's going rough. It's going okay right now. I started off strong on my first attempt, but I burnt out on this stage really badly. And so I had to take it from the top, and we're doing all right now. So fingers crossed, you know. The most suffering, yeah. I just have that thing inside me. I can't, I have a very hard time taking the easy way out of any situation. Like, well, if there's a harder way to do this, that's the way it's gotta be. Boy, it's really important to get right up in the face of these rocket launchers. All that time I was circling, waiting to be attacked again. He wasn't even interested. He wasn't even interested in throwing any things at me. Shmups are probably the hardest games of all time, Pokemon says. Even the baby ones can be difficult. Yeah, I don't have a lot of shmup experience. I really should play more. I'm always saying that, but... I don't know. I really like Gunsmoke on the NES, like... That's the shmup that I've probably connected with the most. I think part of it, and it might be a weird thing, but I think part of it is like I'm always like, I think that part of why shmups like I don't look at them and think, yeah, I want to play that right away. I mean, I like platformers. Like, I like running and jumping kind of games. So, you know, you're definitely not running and jumping in a shmup. But I think perhaps a silly part of it is that I think I prefer games where you control a human or a humanoid character. And I think I think there's something about, like, controlling a vehicle as the playable character that disinterests me. This isn't something I actively, like, think about. Like, I'm not like, oh, it's a vehicle game, I'm not gonna play it, but I think when I look at, like, a screenshot of a game and you play as a vehicle, like, I don't know, like, I don't feel that same sort of, like, drive to jump into it. I really didn't want to lose that life. I was really hoping I was going to get some more hearts out of one of these guys, but it just didn't happen. Frownie's being weird now. I did such a bad job at dodging that last boss there just because I was so hyper-focused on trying to get hearts out of one of those rocket launchers. Sadly, it did not work out for me. No, don't fly into me. Oh, that life I lost because I'm terrible. Why am I not picking that up? No, I lost it. This life I'm gonna lose because I'm terrible. Oh, get me out of here. What am I even doing? Hey, Angelus, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Tell us all about your stream, my friend. What were you up to, and how did it go? Elvira. Seasonally appropriate, as always. So this level 3, episode 3, is the furthest I've been able to make it in the game, and there are several sub-stages here, and I've cleared a lot of them, but I don't know. I find all of this to be exceedingly difficult and frequently miserable. The levels of beautiful nightmare chaos dynamite says. I love it. I hope I can join you there one day. I hope someday I succumb to the same madness. Checking out Elvira, Angela says. Went pretty well. Played the game before, but never managed to beat it. Sadly, that didn't change tonight. I'm sorry to hear that, Angelus. Hopefully you had a fun time nonetheless. My friends, if you want to use that link there to give Angelus a follow, he's doing all kinds of spooky stuff for Halloween. Plays a lot of retro games, a lot more PC stuff than I do. And is definitely not afraid to explore jank and broken territory. Which we all kind of love around here. Most of us. Now that the winter is here, I want to go out and get my hands on a really nice Dutch oven, because I'm gonna cook a lot of stew this winter. Got ambitions of doing a lot of stew. I've been holding off because I don't want to turn my oven on and warm up my house, but now we're getting to the point where that would be a good thing. Oops. Oh. The eye lasers came out so suddenly, I wasn't expecting it. That was an unpleasant surprise. No! Oh, I jumped the wrong way. Aw, yuck. Ah, I got so close to making it through with that life. Video games are tough. Starting to feel a little warm down here, too. I think we're gonna abandon the robe for a little while. Oh. Terrible start. The screen clear doesn't work on these boxes. Gross. Come on, I'm already at such a disadvantage, game. No. Ah. Oops. Oh, I counted wrong. Hey, we made it here just in time to die. Hey, one up. Nice. I did not think I was going to live until that one up. If you're thinking that it's very difficult to see what's happening, you're not wrong. Really cool kind of music for this boss fight. It kind of reminds me of something, but it's hard to place. I wish there was a consistent pattern to when he was going to do high and low jumps. I'm going to trip at the finish line. No. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness we moved over to the next stage at least for our game over. Oh, I don't like this stage. I don't like how this stage controls. What was the first game? The first game was a dance game, Derek. It's called Gabrielle's Ghostly Groove Monster Mix. It was terrible. But we went through the whole thing, of course. I couldn't quite 100% it because I couldn't get the Wiimote inputs. Like, I couldn't figure out how to get them to correlate to the dance moves. So I basically didn't really play it. I just kind of sat here and just waved the Wiimote around sort of randomly until the game cleared itself, basically. But it didn't seem to make any difference. Like, if I was trying to do the dance moves or if I wasn't, it just Like, I got better results not trying to do the dance moves and just sitting here and waving it arbitrarily, so... I don't know. It was definitely appropriate for Halloween, though. It had, you know, lots of spooky artwork. Haunted house, vampires, zombies. All the stuff you want to see. But an exceedingly terrible game. How in the world did I get turned around like that? I don't believe it. That section there feels like padding. Like that's like the effect. The effect in the background is somewhat cool, but it's very dull. Very dull. This is as far as I've made it. I've never heard of that game. I wonder why. Yeah, I'd be more shocked if you had. But this is as far in the game as I've ever seen. I got here last time we played, and then I was at the very tail end of my lives and credits, and I just perished immediately. So I haven't even seen anything of this level, really. I don't think I even scrolled the screen once. So, new PB achieved. Even if I do nothing else good in this game tonight, we've had a success. I hear Jelly running around with the dog upstairs. Arthur gets to go to the vet tomorrow. It's gonna be his first time leaving the house since we got him. I mean, he's left the house to go on walks and stuff, but I mean going in a car and going somewhere far. We've just been walking him up and down the road. We have a park that's kind of nearby, but we're going to need to drive him there to take him there. We've been meaning to do that, but just on any day when we've been able to go, it's been really, like, ugly and rainy. Yeah, it was a WiiWare game. They're all WiiWare games. That's the theme. So it's gonna be WiiWare. Until I run out of them, it's gonna be WiiWare for every first game. I really need that heart. Stop being electric. Why is their electricity turned on for so long? That's not right. Well, another mess of a stage. I hope it gives me some early power-ups. I don't think it will, though. It might be really tough continuing from here. Alright, hey, that's not bad. Getting these two things right away, not bad. I should have saved that. That ring of enemies is unacceptable. Remaster Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you, my friend. Welcome in. Kicks are not the way to handle the cups. Is that Robin in the background, as in a Robin? I think I missed it. You have to wonder what goes through the Mad Hatter's head, because most people aren't like, I'll send hordes of gnomes after my enemies. I don't know, I'm beginning to think, between this and Time Tunnel, I'm beginning to think that gnomes are my greatest foe. When this level is really Frownie's cup of tea. Must be why I'm a coffee guy. I played this level with a single life, and I played it with 3 lives, and I made it the exact same distance. Oh my goodness, what is this? This game is out of control. All kinds of wild stuff happens in this one. Ooh, it's slow. Your side-to-side movement is really slow on this stage. So yeah, distance to the left and right, it takes it's very difficult to move out of the way of those things in the background because you just walk very slowly. Look at that 3D tablecloth. No one expects Turbo Tunnel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only thing going through his head is Lewis Carroll's entire works on repeat. Well, you know, in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. This takes a lot of focus. Oh, hang on. I can jump over them. Oh, but ooh, not that many at a time. No! Oh no, I'm off the edge! This is like this would be the final boss in any other game, right? Because this is this game is just out of this world. Literally, we're in space. I don't know if I should be charging my attack or just spamming like I'm doing. I don't know if I should be kicking. I just don't know what's best at any given time. It's so fast! Get out of here, Turbo Tunnel. This is incredible. How are you supposed to survive this? It goes on forever. Wow, if you don't plan 8 cards ahead. Wow. Just wow. Oh, I don't know if I said, but welcome in, Chompy. Good to have you. Good to have you here. Yeah, this is the Mega Drive. I haven't played the SNES one yet, and I've never beaten this one. This is as far as I've ever seen. Thank you for the resub, Stat Cat. Thank you for the 14 months. That's almost a year. I just thought of something. Tim Burton could have made a third Batman movie about the Mad Hatter and then cast Johnny Depp as that. He does like to do that. Would have got stuck in limbo due to copyright issues? Well, I think Alice in Wonderland is public domain, right? I think anyone could make an Alice in Wonderland story if they wanted to. No! Not off the edge. That was the end of that life, too. How is this game... How is this game ever going to top this? I would fully expect this was the last boss if it wouldn't mean the game was so incredibly short. There's got to be at least one more episode. But I mean, it's just so grand what's going on here. The scale is incredible. So I'm never gonna make it through. I'm never gonna make it through. Ooh. How does anyone do this? Oh my goodness. Ugh. Off to a horrible start. Everything I do is bad. It is really frustrating how slow your side-to-side movement is here. It is really frustrating because it doesn't feel like you should get hit by a lot of this stuff. But they've got you running through water. If they didn't have to nerf my side-to-side movement, I would get hit by all of this stuff regardless. They didn't have to also make it feel bad. Just stop with this already. I'm sick of it. Oh, I hate this game. I can't focus on all of this stuff at once. This is impossible. Ugh. Thank you. minutes for the snack and the stretch break. We'll see if it does me any good. I most certainly did not ask for a hint, Dynamite. I don't know what Zergling was referring to. Zap 64? I don't think I know what that is. I think Dynamite saw where you wrote, all I can say, or no, not that one. Could be another 20 hours with how bad this game's hint was. Gnomes are evil. Alright, let's stretch. We have excellent stretching music. Stretch my legs too. Ugh. Invert the face cam, we can do that. I'm guessing you're 5'9". You would be incorrect, Dynamite. I'm 6 even. You're getting a skewed look at me because you're seeing me through a fisheye lens. When I go to the full camera, it's a 180 field of view. It's a curved lens. So you're not really getting a very good look at what I actually look like. We need brain juice. Thank you for the hydrate. Yeah. I was trying to prepare myself mentally here. I didn't think that would work because I didn't think there would be that many spots where there's only 2 in a row. Oh. Oh, no. It's actually... This is worse than I thought. I never noticed it doing that before. Oops. Growing a row of cards after it's already on the way to you is just sickening. Everything about this is sickening. A lot of the jumps that you see me make to the left or right, I'm not actually intending to move. I'm just not releasing the D-pad in time. And so I'm accidentally jumping side to side, and it's very frustrating. It's all my fault, but doesn't mean I'm happy about it. This is the best part of the fight. This is actually comprehensible. No! Hang on to this life for the next level. Where do we go from here? Alright, so this is probably the last level. Snow in July, my favorite. Let's go. Yeah, this is a boss. This is a boss. That's a nightmare of a boss there too. That last time, the game was taking it easy on me. The boss is the big cheese, which is what this entire level is, the big cheese. Thank you for the GGs, by the way, my friends. Thank you for the trophies. Taste that cat. Hey, thank you for the gift sub. Very much appreciated, of course. Pokemons take a key for coming in. Yeah, everything. Oh my goodness. Oh, what was that? Why did it turn blank? That's weird. That ringing noise is just very 90s. It's a great explosion sound. It's a tough game. That. All right, they're like the rabbits on the other stage. I need to watch them because they're. I didn't actually appreciate that their explosions were hurting me. I just thought that was me taking them out. I'm not always very observant, you see. They seem to be really good at preparing an explosion when I do a jump kick so that I'll land on it. Yeah, they seem to start flashing a lot when I'm in the air for a jump kick, especially if I'm heading their way. I don't know if it's a timing thing and that's a coincidence or probably is. Oh, this is gross. Can that please be the end of the level? No. Oh, get me out of here. Into the explosion. This last level is a mess. Good attempt. Thank you, Pokemons. I mean, I feel alright. We made it a lot further than I've ever been. I think I'm going to try one more time. Well, I want to try one more time. Whether or not I should, I'm not sure. It just takes so long. The secret to great progress in Batman Robin is playing a dancing game before. Those auto-scroller stages are brutal. Well, I mean, the second one isn't really that bad. If we're just talking about the Batplane and the jetpack stages, the second one isn't really that bad, but the Batplane stages. The dancing game helped because the exercise activated my brain muscles. You're including the Mad Hatter boss too? Alright. Yeah, that's, I mean, yeah. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it as far. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it back to where we made it, but I'm going to give it a try. Mr. Freeze has got to be the last stage, though, because he's the guy on the game over screen, so... If that's not the last episode, then... I may wither up and die. I don't even want to fight Mr. Freeze. I want to help him. Snow in July? Sign me up. I've wasted a lot of health. Oh, this is real bad. I might have to restart. I'm not gonna accept a stage 1 death. And I'm not gonna defeat this boss damageless. Another window opens up, revealing the Riddler, Venom, Poison Ivy, and the Penguin. Hey God, I'm been upside down long enough. After I beat this, the next area will be themed after the Condiment King. Playthrough immediately terminated. If an enemy shows up with ketchup, I'm out. Yeah, I actually didn't notice the camera was upside down, Tuesday says. I mean, you are in the right location to not notice that, right? It would be terrifying to face Mustard Man. No, I broke it too early. Ah. It's alright, I still got a lot of hearts from there. We're okay. Played the last little bit of that boss worse than usual. But I'm alright with that. I'd rather face Mustard Man than other condiments. Can you imagine squaring up to Mayo Man? You'd never get that egg off your face. If only I could catch up to Ketchup Man. I'm happy to let Ketchup Man get as far ahead as he wants. No. Oh, I got it. Okay, good. Thought I was going to miss the one up. Kind of feel like I deserved to miss it, but, you know, I'm not going to give it back or anything. I mean, not willingly. I'm sure the game will take it from me soon enough. Why am I wasting all these hearts? Ketchup Man catches up with you. Visit a detox coworker, as that cat says. Took a lot of pictures of her dog and bird. If I get hurt, I guess I'm heading to the Mayo Clinic. All I could come up with, Dynamite says. The physicians there are real miracle whip workers. Post them in the pets channel. Right on. My sister loves birds and like really wants to have pet birds, but she already has like 4 cats. She's much wiser than I, because I didn't let having 3 cats stop me from going ahead and getting a dog. Bacon praline, welcome in. once the cats run out of their lives, then she can get a bird. Just have to deal with a pet that lives 60 years. No, come on, do the bomb attack. Your health is low, that's when you're supposed to do the bomb attack. So incredibly bogus, this Joker. I'm pretty certain hot air balloons can't work like that. Expect the unexpectable. Yeah, I mean, he was easy that time, but I don't know, just this game has a mind of its own. It's like, sometimes it just wants to be brutal, and boy, does it know how. Oh, I jumped over those hearts. How could it be? I'm really curious to see what they do with Mr. Freeze, because it's hard to imagine after the Mad Hatter that whatever they do is not going to be a letdown, because like that boss is so wild and out of control. I don't know how they're going to top it. Never beat him myself. Do you mean the Mad Hatter or Mr. Freeze? Freeze. I haven't made it up to him yet, so I'm excited to see what it's like. That makes me a little nervous. This whole game has been brutal, though, so I would expect nothing less than just the bone-crushing agony. Wanted to get more hearts out of that situation, but I ran under the skull. We're already up to the extra life already? That's weird. Wow, that level went by quick. My thumb just could not find the fire button there for a moment. Ah! Oh, why am I? I'm such a mess. Focus. There's no reason I need to lose this life. Yuck. I might lose this life. Let's go. Very nice. I don't think I've ever made it this far deathless before. I don't think I died. Start with 3 lives. I got... 2 on one stage and 1 on the other. So that would be 5. Because it shows 2 lives at the start, but you have a 0 life. You're set up. We'll see. We'll see how I waste it. I do have everything in my favor, but I am frequently a bigger clown than the Joker, so if it's happening, it's right now. We shall see. I'm pretty sure I could make it this far again. I'm pretty sure I could do this well again. Once you sort of break the seal on something like that, it gets easier. Frownie is legit making the game look pretty easy right now. I mean, not if you've been here for any of the rest of the playthrough. Everywhere, you know. You and everyone who's been here for a lot of it know the sad truth. Things are getting really choppy with these rockets. I don't have an opportunity for some hearts. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna lose a life to this boss. That's just kind of a given. Oh, I didn't lose a life to the boss. Alright, we'll go a little further. I was pretty certain that that was not going to play out like that. tiny missiles are... Tiny missiles, huge problem. Fly into the hearts and not the bullets, please. If this game had a Battletoads mechanic where you got extra lives from score as well, I wouldn't complain about that. Came out of there pretty bad. I shouldn't have challenged so many of those rockets, but I was just really hoping to get a 1-up out of one of them. I'm shocked that more of those guys didn't hit me. I was flying really dumb. Oh, all right. The Contra guys obviously made the Batman missiles. That's not how missiles work. They're supposed to explode you, not shower you in bad hearts. I was actually trying to hold off on blowing up that missile launcher until the Spaghettios guy was weaker. It all worked out anyway. No, why did I change directions? Oh. Don't try and thread the needle. That's what the temptation with this guy is to try and thread the needle between his 2 rows of bullets, and that's how he gets me. He got really close. Victory. I think that's both stages. Deathless. Both first 2 episodes. That's half the game. No deaths. Here's where it falls apart. It should have fallen apart on the other stage, to be fair. How did Agent Frownie become the master of this game? It's like I handed my older brother the controller or something. Rolling with Rush. Joker and Two-Face Deathless. You're definitely gonna win now. Well, I don't think I'm gonna win, but we got a good chance at seeing some new stuff at least. I am kind of on the run of my life right now. No, what am I doing? Just play cautiously. Don't cause yourself unnecessary trouble. Victory. I'm going to leave you in suspense for a moment, my friends. I'm going to step away real quick and take a short BRB. I'm going to be back as quickly as I can, but I need to run up to the restroom, so this one can't wait. I'll see you again in just a couple moments.